Hey guys, what's up? This is the much anticipated M7 walkthrough. We did finish this player about a week ago, but we kind of did kind of a silent launch. But now we made sure that all the bugs are out of the M7, and we thought it's time to make a proper introduction to the M7 because there's still a lot of people, a lot of subscribers that don't know about the new BeatStore. And so this is kind of an early Christmas present for everybody out there that doesn't have it. The M7 was the whole thing about the M7 player is I think we wanted to add a simple feature. I think we went in and we did a kind of clean up the formatting, cleaned up some of the graphics. And then just one thing led to another, and we started to add all kinds of features, and it just never stopped. And that's one thing with us, is that when we start something, we don't know when to stop. So we just kept adding features, adding improvements, and at some point we decided, you know what, this is no longer an M6, this is something a next generation. So we decided to call it the M7. So it's not like we decided, okay, let's make a new player. It was just a snowball effect. So all right, let me just get into it so this doesn't turn into a super long video. I'm just going to show you what's the improvements are and some of the major features that have been added to the M7. Now, one of the things right off is the general cleanup process. So we cleaned up a lot of the graphics, and we removed a lot of garbage that really slowed down the player and really kind of weighted it down. We wanted something fast, responsive, and powerful at the same time. So we wanted to just kind of have a fine balance for that. So some of the examples for the clean UI is that now that when you click down, like all of the license boxes are one size. It used to be where if you had a long license name, because we allow custom license names now, some of the boxes were really tall, and while other ones were short, and so we had different size boxes, and it just didn't look right at all. So we kind of fixed that. When you click around, you'll see that the clean formatting is throughout the whole system. If you check out, really clean checkout system with brand new PayPal buttons, credit card, and so forth. So you get kind of the same look all the way through the system. So we did a lot of cleaning up. But by far the biggest I would actually, it's not even an improvement, it's new features. They're inside the side menu bar. Now, for you guys that have used the M6 player, the sidebar was really badly formatted. It was white. Some of the buttons, they look like text that you couldn't even click on. You could click on it, but it just didn't look like you could click on it. So, but we fixed that. So let me get into it right now. As you can see, it's newly formatted. It looks really good. All these actually look like buttons, and we added new indicators to show that you have package deals. Green, if you don't have any package deals or coupon codes, these will be red. But these are the power options. I call power options because these are super important, and they're pretty awesome features. Is the similar artists, which we added instrument, mood, and BPM. Now, since like I said, we released the M7 about a week ago, And since then, we've been getting a nice amount of email and even a couple phone calls with producers thanking us for adding it because it really increased their sales. And it makes perfect sense because people that go in and buy beats, a lot of the times, a huge percentage of the time, they already know what they want to buy. They have an idea of what they want to buy, and most people do when they want to buy something. They already have an idea. It's just simple psychology. You know, if you go to a store for something, you kind of already have an idea of what you want to buy, and these search filters help with that. So if they're looking for something that sounds like Dr. Dre, well, all I have to do is click here and then select Dr. Dre. And if you have a big enough library, you'll see a bunch of stuff that sounds like Dr. Dre. Instrument, if they're looking for something that has percussions as their kind of the main instrument of the beat, or strings, then they can select that and they'll see a selection of beats that have that main instrument inside of their beat. Mood's a very powerful feature where you're looking for a certain type of mood. So all these features, and I'm sorry, the BPM, same thing. If you're looking for, this is pretty self-explanatory, but all of these new features really help the user pick out a beat and kind of makes it easier for them to find stuff and buy, which is really the whole point of a beat store. You want to make it very easy to find things, and that's what these new search filters do. We put a lot of love into the BPM. We know, as I was showing you earlier, we have a new BPM search, and then also you can quickly see the BPM for each beat because we have this little logo now, and it has a number by the BPM, which quickly it shows the indicator of what the BPM for each beat is. We put a little love into the search bar. So now if you're looking for, say, a genre, say pop, you can see a search option box appears right away. So when you hit search, the menu sidebar pops up, and this is really cool because now people can see this right away, because sometimes they won't know to click on the menu. But now if they're searching for something and they see that box, that helps them see the side menu, which is really smart. Now let's talk about the responsiveness of the M7. A lot of, some of the things that makes a beat store really good is a good responsive design, because a lot of users have different size screens, and sometimes they may want to make a window smaller, and you want to make sure that everything looks great and makes sense. So let me go ahead and collapse this. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and collapse this, and that is where it stops. And you can see that everything looks great. Let me go ahead and play something. Okay, so everything works. Got a little side menu here that works great. Let me go ahead and put something in the cart. Okay, put something else in the cart. Okay, looks good. So yeah, the responsive design for the M7 works beautifully. So let me kill this. Another thing that we did was we anticipated the checkout process for a customer, and what I mean by that is, basically, if they go in and they select something, say they select an exclusive, then after they select it, there's no reason why this should stay open. So let me go ahead and click it, and you'll see what happens. So as you can see, it auto closes. It auto closes after 3 seconds. So that basically makes the checkout, just the whole shopping thing, a little more fluid. Another example is if they go into the menu and they select something, and let me just see, pick something that is actually for sale. Okay, and then they select, say, this exclusive here. You'll see that the side menu closes right away because there's something in the cart, and then that closes automatically too. So basically, we kind of sat down and we figured out, okay, let's make it easy for customers to buy, and that's what we did with the M7. Now, if you're looking at this, you're thinking, wow, that's like a really dark, that's a dark player. My site is red, and I need to be able to customize it. That's not a problem. I'll show examples of, they're on the screen right now, but there are different examples of what producers have done with the M7. So you can choose built-in themes that's in the admin panel, where you can just choose the default different themes, or you can use a color picker and color pick whatever colors you want, so it matches your branding more. We also have customized instructions. Some people use this player for different things. Not everyone is a producer. Some people sell sound packs. Some people sell sound effects. Some people sell voice tags. The point is, people have different needs for a music store, so to speak, or a sound store. So these instructions, these built-in instructions that say your music download, sometimes they don't have quote music. Sometimes they have voice tags. So in the admin panel, you're able to change your instructions to say whatever you want in 3 steps. We also gave you the ability to add a YouTube link. Just add the YouTube link and an icon will appear, and then at that point the video will pop up, and in that video you can explain further how the user should check out. Although the system is pretty easy to figure out how to buy, but still, if you want to go ahead and add a video and explain it further, you can. It's completely your choice. You can have no YouTube link and that icon will disappear. Now let me go ahead and reset the search really quick. All right, so we gave the ability to remove the star ratings. Right now the ratings are off, but let me show you what it looks like with the ratings back on. All right, so I just enabled the ratings in the admin panel, and I'm just going to refresh. And there you go. You should see, there's the ratings. Now it is completely your choice whether you want to keep the ratings on or off. I've heard different people say different things. Some people think it's a little distracting to have the ratings on there. Some people think it helps them sell music when they have ratings, like high ratings or whatever. It is completely up to you, but we gave the option to either remove them or just simply keep them on there. The commenting is very, very popular. We did a complete redesign. Before, it was in the search bar, which is pretty annoying, and if you scrolled, the search bar would just be bouncing up here and it just would stay. It just didn't look natural at all, so we removed it and we kept it down here where personally we think that's where it belongs. So keep the volume down. Let me just go through. If there's no comment on any of on the specific beat, a write a comment thing will appear, and you can write a comment and enter your name, and then once the producer approves it, it will show here. So something like this. and there's quite a few comments on it, but it's pretty cool um, to see comments on here. It's kind of a selling tool. If a customer goes in, they sees, wow, this has a lot of comments. It's pretty hot. Maybe I should just snag it, just get an exclusive, and because it's obvious that people really like it. So, kind of a cool way of promoting your beat. Something that the M6 had, but I don't know if a lot of people know, but we have a smart scroll while you play. Basically what it means is a lot of people use these controls to go to the next track. And a lot of players, like when you select the next, it just, especially if you have kind of a larger library, it'll just go down to the bottom, and it kind of, you have to scroll and find out where you are in the library, and that's really annoying. So the way we built it is if you select the first track, say I select the first track, and look what happens when I click on the next. It actually auto scrolls for you, so you don't have to be searching for it. You don't have to scroll and figure out where you are when you click next or back. So that's pretty cool. So overall, what I would say is the M7 is superior to the M6. In terms of speed, it's a lot faster than the M6. The M7 is, because we got rid of a lot of the garbage. There was a lot of stuff that we thought would make it look cool, but in the end, all it did was slow down the player. And what it did was I diverted attention away from what we feel beat players should be, is, you know, it's to sell beats. So we got a lot of the clutter out. And when we did that, we made it faster. So because there's less resources to load. And the second thing is that these search filters are a huge hit. It allows people to go in and look for exactly what they're looking for, which results into more sales. And apart from that, it's really nice to look at. It looks nice, but yet it's simple. It gives the user quick ways to check out. And then once you check out, if you have a coupon code, the coupon code is right there for you. So there's different ways to go around. I mean, you can't really miss a beat with this player. So the M7 is out as of 5 days ago. If you are currently on the M6, you can grab it by going to the embed code section of your admin panel, grab this M7 code and add it to your web page, and you are good to go. If you are in Vue, the free website, all you need to do is go into Vue's general settings, and from the drop down, choose M7, hit apply, and you are good to go. If you don't have the M7 and you're looking to get the Beat Player, we definitely recommend it, just because of the real positive feedback we've been getting from producers and how it really upped their game, because now you're giving the purchaser more options to find your stuff inside of your catalog. And really, that's, like I said earlier, that's what it's all about, making more profit off your product. So there it is, guys. It's been a real pleasure talking to you guys. I hope you really enjoy the new M7, and until next time, see ya.